start this call off. I'm going to share my screen and I want to share just a couple things with you guys. I talked about some of these things at the events. But first off, I want to just talk about like why trading and why I'm so excited about the Akashx brand. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the promotion that's happening right now and just some tips for passing your challenge and how you can make the best of this promotion in October. So first off, one of the things that we keep hearing about right now is AI, artificial intelligence. Like Forbes has put out there that robots are going to replace people's jobs, and this isn't like information I came up with. Just you can look this up yourself. You know, they're saying right now there's going to be over 300 million jobs that are going to be completely replaced by AI. And so jobs that people have been doing for decades could be replaced overnight by technology. And so I feel like right now, probably more than ever, this is one of the most important skill sets that people should learn. Because if you can learn how to trade from your phone and earn money in the live markets, and you can do that from anywhere in the world, whether it's in the United States or in Europe or Asia, Africa, that is an invaluable skill set. That's a skill set as well that nobody can take away from you. It's not like your boss can call you and say, "Hey, you know what? You can't trade anymore." It doesn't work that way. It's a skill set that you can take with you forever, no matter what you're doing in life, no matter where you are in the world. So I think that's a skill set that, like, just that alone is worth paying for Akashx. It's worth learning how to trade. It's worth developing yourself, learning how the financial markets work. And so that's the first point that I just want to bring up as, you know, this is a very important skill set in today's economy and in today's world. The second thing I want to bring up is this is something that your banks already do. So for example, like if you bank at JP Morgan or Citibank or Bank of America, you probably don't know this, but those banks are trading Forex. They trade in the foreign exchange. So when you go into the bank and you deposit money into the bank, let's say you deposit $100,000 into the bank. When you come back to the bank and you say, you know what, I want to withdraw the $100,000 that I put in the bank, usually the bank will tell you that they have to order it, that it's not physically there at the bank. A lot of people think that all the money just sits behind the vault there at the bank. It doesn't work that way. They are investing the money in the financial markets and they give you a very small percentage for parking your money at the bank. So maybe a bank gives you a half a point, you know, a half a percent, or if it's a money market, account, maybe you get 1%. So the bank may be making 10% on your money and only giving you 1%, but they're giving you that just for parking it there at the bank. So this is something that the banks already do. Now, this isn't just the banks in the United States. This is the banks all over the world. This is the banks in Europe. Banks all over the world are trading money in the markets. The next thing I want to point out is that the most successful people in the world that have the highest net worth are top Forex traders. Like this guy right here, his net worth is $8 billion. And what does he do? He trades in the foreign exchange market. This guy right here has earned over $100 million in profits dealing with markets that are crashing. This guy right here, net worth $2 billion. And so I don't need to go through every single person on this list. You guys get the point that some of the richest and most successful people in the world are trading Forex. The banks are doing this. And in the near future, many traditional jobs are going to be replaced. So I believe, again, this is the most important skill set that people should learn. If the banks are doing it, if the rich and wealthy are doing it, then, you know, we should be doing it as well because it's easily accessible from our phone. And all we need is the knowledge and the education to be able to participate in these markets, which are 24/7, have extreme liquidity. You can get into a trade, you can get out of a trade within 5 minutes and make money in the market. So that's the reason why we created Akashx. And like Maddie said, Akashx has been blowing up. The last 120 days, it's been the fastest growing brand in the company. It's been the brand in the company that has exploded in the international markets. In the last 120 days, we've experienced growth in Slovakia, in the UK, in Hungary, in Latin America markets. We've experienced growth in the African markets, Nigeria, Somalia, like all of these countries are now coming online. There's over like 60 countries where there's now customers within Akashx. We've added French educators, we've added a Slovakian educator, there's Spanish educators, English educators. And so I really see this brand, especially October is a convention month. There's a convention in Dallas. There's a convention in Dubai. I see Akashx coming out of October just completely breaking all records that we've done in the past. And I think it's going to set us up for 2025, where this is going to be the #1 trading brand in the industry. And it's already happening right now. Leaders from across the industry are all flocking here to Akashx because they want to know what we're doing and they want to know why this is working for so many people. So the other thing I want to share before I get into the promotions is another thing that we're doing in Akashx that's so unique compared to other companies is we're helping people leverage other people's capital, which is another thing. So not only is this something that the banks are doing successfully and the super rich and wealthy are, but what if you could leverage other people's capital? Because when I think of trading, the first thing that comes to mind is like, well, I don't want to lose money. I don't want to gamble money. I don't have extra money to play with in the markets. And that's something that a lot of people have a fear about, especially if they've been around the industry and they've lost money in this deal, they've lost money in that deal, they've been in 20 other companies and they've lost money in all those deals, or maybe they participated in some of those crypto scams, and they've lost money in all those. And so one of the things that's unique about this is being able to leverage other people's capital to trade in the markets and pull profits out. And this is something that like the real estate industry does. Like, for example, if you're a real estate investor, you can use the bank's money to buy a property. You can rent that property out, create cash flow. Once the market goes up, you can then sell that property and you made a profit. So you created residual income for yourself and you sold the property, paid your debt off. And what did you do? You used other people's money to acquire those assets. Well, you can do the same thing in the trading industry with proprietary trading firms. And we've teamed up with a proprietary trading firm that has allowed us to give away trading challenges when new affiliates and customers join Akashx. And so, for example, right now, and this is a promotion, right now, if you join Akashx for $149, you're going to get a 10K trading challenge. And the beauty is like this. If you lose the challenge, like let's say you get started, you get your 10K trading challenge and you lose, you didn't lose your own money. You lost money in a demo environment. So you're not burnt anything and you're going to get a ton of value out of the 149 because again, you're learning this important skill set of how to trade. But if you win, you get $10,000 in a funded account that you can trade on and be able to pull profits out. And so that's one of the promotions that's happening right now is you can get a 10K trading challenge for coming in just for $149 a month, or if you come in for $229 a month, which adds on a travel product called Dream Trips, you also get the 10K trading challenge. If you're somebody that likes to save money and you don't want to be on a monthly subscription, you would rather just prepay for the whole year, you can join Akashx for $14.99 for the whole year. So you save $200-300 by prepaying for the year, but you also get a 100K trading challenge by coming in at the annual membership. And on the Trade and Travel, there's an annual membership as well, which has a 200K trading challenge attached to it. So you can kind of pick what option is best for you, whether you want to come in at 149 or 229 if you like to travel, or if you want the maximum value and you want to prepay for the whole year. You can also refer 10 people to Akashx and get a 100K trading challenge as well, which I'll talk a little bit about. But let's quickly talk about these trading challenges and how they work. So first off, I'm going to use the 10K challenge as an example because that's the one that we've tied together with this promotion. So basically, the trading challenges work in two phases. You have phase one and phase two. In phase one, your goal is to profit 10%. So if you profit 10% in phase one, that's basically $1,000. You have successfully passed phase one of the trading challenge. You're going to get a certificate from this company. You can post your certificate on social media, and then you move to phase two. And in phase two, your goal is to profit 5%, which in this case would be $500. Once you have done that, then you move to phase three, which is a funded account. You have to complete a KYC. That's just per the policies of this proprietary trading firm. Once you've done that, you get a $10,000 funded account that you get to trade on, and you're able to withdraw money from that account every time you profit above $10,000. And the only caveat in these challenges is you can't lose more than 10% as a maximum. So you can't lose more than $1,000, and your daily loss can't be more than 5%. So really the key is if you are using proper risk management, you should be able to do really well in these challenges. Meaning you're not over risking your account, you're not taking too big of trades, you're just being smart with your risk, you're following how our educators trade, and you're learning on live sessions, you're taking some tap to trades. You can do pretty well. And in fact, last month there were hundreds of people that within Akashx that passed these challenges. And there's even some people that have made over $20,000 with the prop firm and the trading challenges within a very, very short period of time. So it isn't a debate whether it works or not. It definitely works for a lot of people, but everybody trades differently. Everybody has a different trading style. So as long as you use, smart risk, you follow our live sessions and the education, you're able to, make tons of money with these accounts. And here's the other thing that's really cool too. Like let's say you passed. Let's say you got a 10K funded account, and let's say you pulled $1,000 out. Well, one of the things you can do is you can definitely take some of that money for yourself. But if you want, you could come in here and you could buy a 100K challenge, and now you've kind of hedged. Where it's like if you lose your 10K account, well, you've already got a 100K challenge account in the queue, and so like I'll give you an example. Like my wife Jenna, she failed the first 10 challenges on a 200K account. Sometimes it was just bad trades, and sometimes it was her fault. But she failed the first 10 times, and on the 11th time she passed. She got funded, and now she's on a 200K account. And so even though she failed the first 10 times, now on her 200K funded account, when she wins at 1%, she's earning $2,000 per trade. So was it worth it for the last 60 days for her to fail 10 challenges? Absolutely, because now she can make $2,000 a trade. Like, think about this. People spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on degrees, and they go to school for 8 years. And what do? They graduate so that they can get a job competing against other people in the same profession, getting paid less. Like she basically went through her practice course or her degree for the last 60 days. And she got passed, funded 200K account, and now she's able to profit like that. And there are some people too, I've watched them go through 2, 3, 4 challenges, make it the fifth time, and then on the fifth time they're making tons of money pulling money out of the prop firm. So like our goal within Akashx is obviously to help people pass. If our community, they're passing challenges and they're winning, they're going to continue to stay in Akashx. They're going to refer Akashx to more people. And what we want is the community here winning. And so that's a little bit how the prop firm works. And the rules are all posted on their website. It's very easy to navigate, log in. You can read the FAQs. You can see a history of people getting real payouts in the prop firm. So this is as legit as it comes. And then I want to show you guys just some tips like how to get connected into Akashx, and like more importantly, as you're using Akashx, what to look for passing your challenges. So when you buy your Akashx membership, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to be able to log in and